Guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, it's a beautiful, I want to say summer day, guys. The skies are blue, the sun is shining, and we're out here in the allotment, guys, right? So like I want to say, guys, welcome to Live Well, guys. Yeah, I hope we're all, enjoying the great weather that's we're having right now, and our gardening is getting on really well. Our seedlings and everything else is coming along. So talking about seedling, guys, today, that's what I want to talk about, is my seedlings, the ones that I've got growing at the moment, So as I'm at the allotment, I'll start off with the onions, guys. All right, so if you look closely, if you remember, guys, a couple of weeks ago, we put these sets in. We had put 3 different sets inside. We had the turbos, we had the red onions, and we have the Stuttgart Giants, guys. And at the moment, as you can see, they're coming up. They're looking healthy, guys. So it's just a matter of just tending to them and make sure everything goes well, guys. So at the moment there, as you can see at the allotment, these are the first seedlings, but I will be taking you over, home in the back garden, and I'll show you the rest of the seedlings that I have over there, guys. Guys, welcome back again. Now this time we're back in the back garden where I try to do my seedlings, you know what I mean? So what I've got growing at the moment, guys, is basically I've got some brassicas, mostly the brassicas I've tried to get going on the way. These are like, these are basils. These are different, various brassicas, and these are my tomatoes. I've got 2 sets of tomatoes growing, actually. Let me just go and grab the other set. All right, so as I was saying, yeah, so these are the other sets of tomatoes I've got. They're still kind of baby seedlings. I've got them directly in the sun. I'm just trying to, get them going. So they get some like morning sunlight, basically, and then as the afternoon goes, they're then in the shade, and they seem to like that at the moment, guys. So as we hear, like I said, I haven't got much seedlings as in actually coming up, which is what I'm actually showing you. But as we hear, I've also got to do my corn. Now last year I did do the corn directly into the ground. I found that I had problems. One of the subscribers actually said to me that I may have grown them too early. But as you see, the weather here is very, one year it's like this, and then another year it's just nothing grows. It's raining and it's cold, So that particular year, I must have misjudged it. So this year, just to be safe, what I'm trying to do is I'm going to grow them, just to be safe, I'm going to grow them into cells. And then as they pop up, I'm going to then transplant them into the ground. And I think hopefully we have a better, germination and survival rate in that way. So just before I start, just want to show you the seeds we're going to be growing. They're called Rising Sun, F1. It's a sweet corn. And it's the first time I'm gonna be growing these guys, so we're gonna give them a go. So I'm just trying to show you just the first process. I'm actually going to be doing 4 of these trays, and there's 12 in each. Now the compost I'm using is actually it's like a cocoa mixed with some sort of worm castings or something like that, guys. I've been using it for a while now and it seems to work. It's just a local, a brand from the local supermarket. So what I'm doing now is just gently, putting the compost or cocoa or soil, whichever what you may want to call it. Just put in the first layer, and then I just give it a little push down, guys, just to make sure that the seeds have something to hold on to. And the thing with corn seeds, they grow fast. Once they get going, they grow fast, and their root system, they have a big root system, guys. So you have to kind of do the transplanting at a reasonable time before they actually get too root bound in these small little cells. But what it will do is just give you, show your germination rate, and you can always pick the strongest one at that point. Alright, guys, the things about sweet corn, some people may actually soak them overnight or even for a couple of hours before they do their sowing. But what I tend to do is just put them straight in these trays there, and then I'll just give them a good watering to ensure that the tray is really soaked. And then say in a couple of days again, if I see that the soil is coming down, then what I will do is just basically give it another watering. All right, so let's see if we can get our seeds out. And I'm pretty sure we all know what corn seeds look like, guys. So it's just basically they're a little bit shriveled up. The sweet corns ones will kind of shrivel up, and that's how I tend to recognize it's actually a sweet corn. But then if you see the corn when you get it, it's like it still looks like a firm corn, like an individual corn, but it's still firm. It hasn't shriveled. Those tend to be like hard, or popcorns or whatever you want to call them. Right, guys. So I'm just basically going to be putting a seed right on top. Nothing fancy. Just try to find the middle of the cell. I'm just going to put one in each one. I'm hoping that these will be up within the next, say, 8 to 12 days. I'm going to give it that gap. It should be coming up. I will try to then transplant them at some point, ending of April maybe, into the allotment. Hopefully that's the plan. Right. I will be doing another 2 more trays because I believe I'm going to need, that amount of plants. And yeah, we'll take it from there. I'll show you, the next one I'm going to be doing, guys, and then so on and so forth. All right, guys, so once I've got all my things, I'm just going to be sprinkling another layer of compost on top. All right, so I'll show you again on this side of the bed. Come along, just give it a little push in, not deep. Just enough that the soil, sorry, just enough that the seed has contact with the soil there. Now just come on top, guys. Drop a layer of compost on top. And then I give a little firm down again, guys. Nothing too drastic, just, enough to keep the compost in place. The idea is that when I give the water, then there's more compost on top. Stay moist for longer. As it is now, I will be putting labels on them. I know that these guys here are my corn. I normally germinate the corns inside, but this year the weather is so nice. I'm going to try to leave them outside and see if they pop up. If I have any problems with them like that, if I see, then I will bring them in. But I reckon they should be okay outside, guys. If you feel, like I said, it's always good to give a little bit of advice. So if you feel it's better to bring them inside, drop it in the comment. And it's something that I can always, look forward to do in future times. Right, guys. And the next one we're going to be sowing, guys, are these beetroots, these yellow beetroots, golden beetroots. Right, they're called burpees golden. All right. So, but this, I first did the red ones directly into the soil at the allotment. But these guys, because I ain't got the space for them yet, but I need them to be coming up. I'm going to be doing them in the cell trays. Very similar to what what I did in the actual bed. Let's stick our little label in here for now. I've never actually grown the golden beetroots before, guys. So it's a first, But just like the red ones, I'm only going to be putting 3 or so per cell. Trying to find my cells. Just make a little indentation, guys, in the bed. In the cells. I'm going to be taking, like I said, maybe 3 or 4. But I'm aiming for 3 in each of these indentations. And as you know, the beetroot seed, each of the actual one seeds have more than, maybe more than one seedling may come up. So that's why you don't really need to put like a whole heap of them in one hole. I mean, you could literally just put one and just work with it. So yeah, so that's our golden beetroot, guys. Burpees golden. So we can keep the sowing moving. I'm just gonna just rest them here for now. It's already got a label in there, as you see. A label came with it, guys. So that's made life a lot easier for me. And the labeling points, I have put the labels now on the corns. So we just have to just take it from, take it from there, basically, guys. Take it from there. All right. So I'm gonna move on to the next seed I'm gonna be sowing, guys. So as you know, these seeds we're gonna sow them. Then we're gonna be, transplanting them at the allotment, and then we're gonna enjoy them. These guys, I will be, pricking them out, the brassicas, and then put them in their individual cells, guys. But, that may be in a different video, or I'll do it at a different time, obviously. But each of them have to be in their own individual cells so that they can grow their own root system, have a vigorous root system by the time we're ready to transplant them, guys. All right, guys, so the next set of seeds we're going to be doing is some lettuce, guys. We can't do the allotment without no lettuce, right? So these ones here, yeah, are some butterheads, right? And these ones are some icebergs. This is just basically a mixed pot, so like some mixed lettuce, guys. Some loose leaf mixed lettuce. Right. So I'm going to start with these ones. These seeds, I don't know, they're kind of old now. I'm not going to lie, I've had them for a while. So if they don't germinate, I won't be too upset. I'll just put it down to the seeds being aged. We're doing it outside. It's a little bit windy, but I'm just gonna try to sprinkle the seeds as evenly as I can. I always open the whole packet, guys, just in case, because you always have one or two stragglers. All right. So we know the first one is our butterheads. The middle one, guys, I'm going to be putting the iceberg lettuce in here. Now, I've had mixed results with these guys. Sometimes they grow really well and I get some real nice leaves. And sometimes I just can't get them to grow for love no money, as they would say. But as they're fairly old seeds, I'm just going to try to use as much as the seeds this year. So I'm going to lay it quite thickly. And our third selection is going to be the loose leaves, guys, But these are red. These are like a red and a green lettuce together. So you get a little bit of color in with them too. Now last year, I was meant to, harvest a lot more seeds, but I did not. And the thing with these lettuce seeds is some come dark, like a browny color, dark brown, and some of them will be like a whitey color, as you can see by the looks of the iceberg one. They all come in different colors, like, these two predominant colors. Just have a dark brown or like a creamy, lightish color, guys. Right, so that's our third one. So as always, I'm just going to be taking a thin little compost, put on top. Show you guys that. It's literally, as thin as I can because these seeds are like super small. Right, guys, so I've put the top layer on top of it now. I've left the little straws in between, as you can see, so I know the separation of the gaps. I will be giving these guys a heavy watering, and as I've been doing, I'll be putting the labels on them so I know which one is which, so I can keep track, guys. You got to keep track. If not, you will forget. All right, so what I'll do is I'll move on to the next one, guys, and then we'll do that together, and I'll probably make that the last sowing, but that's what I'm doing right now, basically. I'm just sowing stuff. You know what I mean? I got some stuff that hasn't been coming up yet, but as they come up too, I'll also be putting them on the table. So these guys will move off of there. I've only got the table for the things that are growing at the moment to get the sunlight. All right, it's just as I'm doing the video, I've put them out, they're here right now, guys. All right, so yeah, so let me grab one more set of seeds, guys. We'll do that on the video because, there's a lot of noise happening around, and we'll just take it, one step at a time. All right, guys, and for the last one, the last video, well, for the last sowing I'm going to be doing now is my red cabbages, right? So I have done about 3 different cabbages there already, but I don't believe none of them are red, guys. So these ones here are red drumhead, guys. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's grown them before, but I'm giving them a go this year, guys. So that will cover my basically the red section of my cabbages. I don't really need too many seeds because I won't be growing so many, guys. But yeah, gonna be, just sprinkling them generously. All right, guys. And our next step, we'll just, let's cover them with our light layer of compost. Nothing too major. All right, guys, and my next step will be basically, give it a nice water. So what I'm actually going to do now, guys, I'm actually going to give it the water, yeah? So that'll be the next step. Let me just go and grab some water and give everything a good load, bit of watering as for the first set of water. All right, guys, I've gone to grab some water. May not be enough, but generally you see the water ain't being done. Let the water soak in. And this is the corn that I'm now currently watering. I'll leave my tomato seedling up. Yeah, I started to grow these guys a bit early indoors, so they're a little bit bigger, but I will be burying them all the way up to the top here, guys, when I put them in the soil. So hopefully these bumps we're seeing, not the little hairs, the little bumps will create roots. Everybody's going to be happy, guys. So I'm going to go and grab some more water and then carry on. But on that note, guys, I hope you've enjoyed our little attempt of a sowing video, guys. And let's live well, and together we grow.